And actually, I would argue Joe Biden did talk about economics a lot, but in reality, Republicans are going to bring up these issues because they think they're good for them to some extent. And so you can't have, if one side is talking about issues of racial attitudes or culture or social issues, you can't duck the subject. In other words, the Democrats have to engage because that's what politics is about, right?
Yes, absolutely. To go silent on something that Republicans are hell-bent on making very salient is not a tactic I would recommend to anybody. It's important to be able to speak to what's salient in the moment. You can't just go silent on issues that you feel don't poll well for you. But the other piece of this puzzle is the fact that, again, too often our narratives, our public discourse sort of separates out the economy from racial issues or from sort of social issues, that wider bucket that contains things like LGBTQ rights. They're not unrelated. And again, this comes back to the symbolic politics. Symbolic predispositions, and that can include things like partisanship, but also your racial attitudes, your attitudes towards other marginalized groups, your attitudes towards women, for example. All of these play on how you interpret current events and so-called objective metrics like the economy. It's a filter. Think of it as like rose-colored glasses.